Welcome to my Let's Play of The Elder Scrolls Oblivion with the OOO mod. Where I left it last time... Excuse me, I had to adjust the mic there before I poked my own eye out with it. I am here, and I'm planning on going up this road to Cheydinhal and dealing with whatever encounters I run into along the way. Hopefully nothing too horrible. But I'll see what this castle has got in it. I'm currently fully healthy. I'm halfway to being to the next level, which will be all of level 2. And... oh, I found a goblin. Coming out, go. Goblin. Obviously weren't, and you're not carrying anything. Where'd I throw that torch? Yeah, fine. Oh, fine iron dagger. Okay, I'll pick up your iron dagger. Oh, there's my torch. I could have just lit another one, but I've now found the road I'm looking for. Oh, there's an Imperial Guard. Pity he's not going the same way as me. Now I've got a nice long trek ahead of me. I'm currently using a spell so I can carry more stuff. So when I get to Cheydinhal I can actually sell it. While I'm here I'll actually heal myself. And switch it over to my alteration spell. Oh, I don't know what that is. Doesn't look particularly friendly though. That's a bandit.
Thump on my sword while you can. Do your worst. You move like a pregnant cow.
You say do your worst, I say I'm going to do my best. You're feeling a bit less than healthy now, aren't you, pal? Right, let's have your stuff. I can still about carry all of that. Get my torch back. What's your sword? An iron short sword is not worth picking up. Ah, there's a building over here. I'm just going to make it so I've got it on my map. Wherever this building is. While I heal myself while walking. I'm going to need some more magic in a second because I'm going to need to have my alteration spell working again. I know this building from Roland Genseric's cabin. I'm aware of that, I just want it on my map. That way I can fast travel to it later. That comes into a vampire adventure, a vampire quest later in the game. Okay, so let me recast this spell so I can keep walking. And so far I've had a goblin and a bandit to beat up. Not a bad day. Does tend to be a little bit of a long walk. Oh, another Imperial Guard, Trooper, whatever they're called. What are they called?
Hail, good
Imperial
citizen.
Legion.
How can I be of service?
I knew they had a name. Oh, there's a cave up ahead somewhere. Which is quite possible it could be the death of me. That's right at the top of that hill. Well, my athletic skill is increased because I'm doing so much running. Be a deer, which I'm not going to try and bring down. But again, because it's here, I can get close to it. Okay, that's added barren cave to my map. It's one of the wonderful little things you tend to do in Oblivion is wander near things, so at some point when you need to fast travel to them, which I'm sure I will later after a couple of flowers, and an Imperial Legion soldier, well patrolled.
How can I help you?
You can't, love. Which part of the road am I on? Oh, there's not the map key. I am on the right part of the road. Just keep following the road. Eek. I heard that. Oh, a man with a big hammer.
Yeah!
Who missed? Didn't that time. Little toad. What's that?
Take that! Yeah!
Change swords. Like before, long sword. Ow, that really hurt.
Show me what you
That almost killed me. Okay, put my sword away. I'm not going to pick that up because I couldn't carry it no matter what. I just don't have the spare capacity for that. In fact, I'll be lucky if I've got the capacity to carry this lot. Yeah, I didn't think I would. I need to throw something away, or... No, I'm going to have to throw something away. So normally there's... But these things are useless, effectively. They really don't bring you much by the way of cash, so I'll throw a load of those away. If you can kindly let me pick up my torch again. And as I'm wandering along, I'll heal myself. Okay, and there's lots of wonderful things on the map up ahead. I'm being a bit cautious because I don't know exactly what I'm about to run into. I'll pick that up while here. Lavender is useful for restoring health potions. Maybe not at the level I'm currently able to create potions, but shortly. Flax is useful for alteration potions, so you can carry more stuff. Ah, okay. I lost sight of the road, and now I found it again. So stables. The Black Waterside Stables. And this is Cheydinhal. The West Gate, no less. Here I will heal myself. Increase my restoration skill as well. And now about out of magic. And what time of day is it? 2:31 AM. Well, I'm over encumbered again. Before I cast my spell, I'm going to repair the things I can repair. That'll use up some of the things I'm using, some of the repair hammers, which will cut down on my weight a little bit. Now I'm just going to get some magicka back so I can recast this spell. Any second now. Any second now. Sure, while I'm in this town I'll pick up a few more rumours about stuff, which I'll add other quests to my journal. So I can choose to do those at some point. Good, I can cast this spell again now. Good, I can move. Okay, that would be the Fighters Guild. Somebody standing there. And around here somewhere, in a previous experience, is the Mages Guild.
To see you. Hello.
Yes? Grian
Okay.
Garana can talk her way out of anything. Of course, all she usually talks about is herself.
I'm Ilanui. I'm only a conjurer, but Orantur is a full magician. Isn't he wonderful?
Struth. You're happy, aren't you?
At the last Imperial Alchemy Symposium, I heard Sindarian mention something about a strange, glowing root. I'm afraid I can't remember what he said about them. Perhaps you should make the trip to Skingrad and ask him in person.
Okay.
Perhaps
That
it seems
Cheydinhal.
silly, but our love is the most important thing in all creation. Orentur and I spend all our time together in the High Elf way.
Okay. Let's talk about this guy who I'm here to actually find.
Reynold Germain? No, I don't know anyone by that name. There's a Gilbert Germain in town, though. Maybe he can help you. He's staying over at Newland's Lodge, but you also might find him walking around town. Good luck.
Okay, let's see what you got by the way of
Not
rumors.
only has necromancy been banned from practice in the Mages Guild, but the guild won't deal with anyone who openly uses it.
Okay.
That would be Falcar's responsibility. Good luck.
So if I want my Mages Guild recommendation here, I need to talk to Falcar.
Orentur doesn't like to brag, but no one can match the reflect spells he can cast. He might teach you one if you're skilled enough.
Well, thanks for that. That's everything you can tell me.
Goodbye.
Hello there.
To you.
I'm Magician Orentur of the Mages Guild. I divide my time between the Cheydinhal Guild and my own private studies at Willowbank.
Okay, what you got by the way?
The
of
Mages
rumors?
Guild has made more than a few enemies since necromancy was banned.
They do seem to go on about necromancy.
You'll need to see Falcar about that. Trayvon has the best shield spell outside of the Arcane University. If you can cast it, it's definitely worth adding to your selection.
Nice to know.
I'm very fond of Cheydinhal. It's where I met my love, Eilenwy. Our lives are quite long, and choosing the right partner is very important.
Now there's good advice for life.
Take care.
Well, while I'm here, I'll put a torch away. I really don't need that much light in here. I could take stuff out of various places. Where's the apprentice's chest? Is that it? Oh, the guild storage, that's what it's called. I'll take that lot, because I can just carry that one and still move.
Hi there.
You get on me. Announcement: Cheydinhal citizens visitors. Announcements to travellers and citizens in Cheydinhal. This message issued by the career of our most esteemed and loved Count Andal in Dairies of Cheydinhal. Slave trade in County Cheydinhal and whereabouts. Slave trade is a forbidden offence with extremely severe penalties. The Imperial Province opposes this abhorrent act with all its might. Our proximity to the lands of Morrowind has in the past brought to our gates despicable slave traders. We never gave them voluntary welcome, nor did we assist their needs. The current situation today is not different than before. I have ordered the Cheydinhal Guard and the resident Imperial Legion soldiers to report, hunt and capture any individuals or groups associated with the banned slave trade. How moral of you. We had hoped that the wake of the Neravine in Vardenfell would end forever, the blemish of slave trade in the province of Morrowind. Despite the current ban, which we encourage and applaud, slave traders have gone underground and continue to hunt our fellow Khajiit and Argonian friends in the provinces of Black Marsh and elsewhere. These black market slave traders are usually forced to cross the lands of Cyrodiil in their hunt for slaves. Our mighty province offers shelter and aid to those that would suffer such crimes merely for their lineage and bloodline. The heightened activity of slave traders near the border of Morrowind spells trouble for our southern communities. We believe that several encampments of slave traders have already been established near the province of Black Marsh, in our very own lands. In collaboration with the Legion, the Cheydinhal militia even, and Guard of Breville, we are determined to stop the illegal trade of our fellow beast folk. All travellers, adventurers and citizens willing to aid our cause are advised to help the scouting efforts in the lands south and east of the Silverfish River. The Panther River and its tributaries are a well-known sanctuary for Argonians. The Imperial Legion and the authorities of Breville and Cheydinhal believe that Dunmer slave traders are most active in the Panther River region. We urge you to exercise safety, for the perils of the marsh far outweigh the threat from slave traders. Avoid Ayleid ruins, ancient battlements, and caves in the depths of the Blackwood. These locations are far from the reach of civilization, and it is speculated with good reason that extremely powerful beings dwell in the depths of their halls and caverns. Seek further information in the great city of Breville, should you decide against our counsel to venture in these dangerous lairs. That's good to know. Okay, added a quest. Cheydinhal warning has been issued recently. It draws attention to growing black market slave trade, a result of Vardenfell's ban on slavery in the eastern and southern areas of Cyrodiil. Dunmer slave has been sighted in these marshlands and forests. The militias of Cheydinhal and Breville are aiding the Imperial Legion in their fight against these outlaws. The marshes and southern lands are home to many Argonian tribes. I suspect that these are the main source from where the slavers get their stock. Okay, well, there's another quest added to the list. I really can't pick up anything around here, mainly because I don't have the capability to carry it. Grey Fox, man or myth? Is a so-called thieves guild masterminding all the thefts in the Imperial City? Captain Hieronymus Lex of the Imperial Watch seems to think so. When asked about the thieves guild and its mythical leader, the Grey Fox, the captain was quite emphatic. This one man is responsible for all crime in the city. The energetic and tenacious Captain Lex has therefore devoted himself to apprehending this masked menace. When questioned on the subject, Adanimus Philida, Legion Commander and Captain Lex's immediate superior, had the following response: ridiculous. The Grey Fox is just a fairy tale. There is no such thing as the Thieves Guild, and there never has been. Stories of an unstoppable thief called the Grey Fox have been circulating around the Imperial City for centuries. The stories claim he can turn invisible at will, shrink himself down to the size of a mouse, turn to mist and seep under locked doors, and perform any number of truly unbelievable feats. If even half of these stories are true, Captain Lex will have his hands full capturing the Grey Fox. Okay, good to know. And I can't steal that hourglass. I can't open that chest. Implements of violence. Okay. No, it's not a skill book. I'm looking for a spare bed, and apparently there isn't going to be one. Can't pick up the clothes. Oh, I can open the drawers there, but there's nothing in there that I want. Potion of Intelligence. A necromancer's vengeful letter. Your apologies are meaningless. For all your professed sorrow and regret, it was you who betrayed me. It was you who struck the first blow. But it does not matter now. Master Lien was right when he spoke of the perfidy of the Mages Guild. I should have seen the cowardice and disloyalty in your heart long before now. He warned me against you. I should have listened. That traitor Trayvon will have his day, and I will look forward to reversing our fortunes, to striking you as you have struck me. Only I will have the strength to do what you did not. The last thing you will see is the triumph in my eyes as you follow all of my slain brothers into death. Okay, the necromancers don't sound like very nice people. The only place I haven't... Oh, I can open that chest. I'll take the gold coin. More cash is better than best. Go into the basement. And down here, another chest I can open. I've got nothing that I want. A bookcase with all sorts of books on it. Some potions that I could steal, but I don't want to. I really don't want to steal things from the Mages Guild. I might get caught. I'll take the blue and green out of the sack, however. I can't open that door. Can't open that door. Ah, good. Beds. Chest I can open. Nothing particularly exciting in it. Not in that chest. I really have got a lack of carrying capacity. I'll take a couple of sweet rolls. Make that 3. And then I am going to use this bed to sleep until about 9 AM. Why, you may ask? Because I want it to be daylight outside. Oh, let me cast my spell. Yeah, how did I get down here? Ah, that way.
Good to see you.
That would be Falca. don't want to deal with right now. Go back to the way I came in. It's grey and rainy in this town. Hello. Door to the March Rider. Okay, I don't know what the March Rider sells. I'll find out. Looks like a weapon type place.
The March Rider sells and repairs weapons and armor. Can I help you? I'm Tertia Veducia.
Strange name, but okay.
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money if you've got the stones for it.
Yes, they're on my list of people to join.
Did you know we have the finest horses in Cyrodiil? Right here in town? Black Waterside Stables. The best thoroughbred blacks.
Okay, that could be taken in a racial
listening.
way. Okay, let's see if we can get this person's...
You win this one.
That's
Blah,
up.
blah, blah. I'm not buying that. Where did you get that?
Okay, these
That's
two
good.
will bring her disposition up. Those two will bring it down. So if I
You're pathetic. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? I won't fight. Oh, that's great. That's
the small
really
one
too
to bring
much.
it down as little as possible, and the big one...
You're full of it. That's a bit excessive. You've got a... That's
To bring it
really
back up.
funny. I'm not buying that one. You've got a point. Oh, that's... You're a big fat liar.
Okay, that got a disposition up to 65. It just makes
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
the haggling... Well, I'm going to get a particularly great price from her, but I'll try about there. The haggling a bit easier for when I try and sell stuff.
I can't do that.
Okay. Go down to that level.
An excellent bargain.
I want to keep that silver short sword for the moment. For the very simple... I don't need the iron shield anymore. The very simple reason it's useful against ghosts and things of that ilk.
That seems a fair price.
You either need magic or you need the silver.
That seems... A fine
Yes, I'm sorry you just watch me sell stuff.
That...
My mercantile skills went up, always nice. But I want to sell stuff. So
That's a fair deal.
I'll sell the pearl as well.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
So
Thank
I can
you.
actually
Come.
afford to carry more stuff.
Farewell.
Okay, where's the... I came in that way, didn't I? The door's over there. We've done that. Go this way. That one. Bridge in. Get the bridge in. They said the Jermaine guy was in the Newlands Lodge.
How can I help you today, friend?
Ah.
How can I help you today, friend? Is there
You're
something
there,
I can do
Jermaine.
for you? He's alive? Was told that my mother and brother never survived. This is amazing. I'll need to go see him at once. You'll have to excuse me. I'd better leave right away. But please, come and see us in Coral. It would be wonderful for us both to be able to thank you for helping us find each other again.
Okay. That helps
This
with that
reunion will
quest.
be the happiest day of my life.
At least that guy's sober. Unlike the guy I was dealing with before. Ah, that's where the door is. Good, I'm glad he's leading the way out. Let him go on. I'll meet him in Coral at some point in the not too distant future. Okay, I'm down to 250. It's a general store. Ah, there you are. You're an orc.
Orba Grauzgash. We've got everything the adventurer needs. I'm an old adventurer myself, and I know what's wanted.
Good to know. What you got by the way
I
of
think we're
rumours?
in for some hard times. The death of Uriel Septim and his heirs changes everything. I'm retired from adventuring. But you might try the old mine they call Rickety Mine, out east, along the Blue Road. Another possibility in that direction might be Kemen. It's an old Iliad ruin. You might also look at Quickwater Cave to the north. I cleared it out, but I haven't been there in years. It might have new tenants.
Good to know. Let's
This better be good.
do the same with...
Yes.
Okay, that goes
Yep.
up.
Well done. That's
That puts
just...
it down.
Don't try to manipulate me.
I'm not
Yes.
trying to
Yeah.
manipulate
What
you.
none? Sorry. What a great story.
I am manipulating you. Let's go with...
Sorry.
That's a bad one.
Whatever you want. What a... Not now, not later, not... That's just
Yes.
stupid.
got
I
that
wish
wrong.
I could say... Don't try to manipulate me. What a great... Whatever you... Don't talk... That's just stupid.
Okay, that got disposition up to 50.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Oh, the Cowl of the Druid. I've got nowhere near enough cash for that. We've got a whole bunch of different stuff, most of which doesn't interest me. Now, chase the haggling so I can see if I can get a decent price about there. And what will you buy? You'll buy that. Yes, they're not worth much,
An
but
excellent bargain.
they are heavy. Okay, I don't want that potion particularly. There's a whole lot of stuff. I really don't need that.
A good price for a good customer.
And there's nothing else selling. Well, that got me
Tell your friends.
a little more
You too.
weight free. This is just purely because I remember this. Over here somewhere. Can't remember exactly where, but it's over here somewhere. Is, I believe, Nerd Route. And harvesting Nerd Route is a useful thing to do. Can't remember if there's a second bit of Nerd Route around here or not. Hence the reason I'm walking this general direction. Entirely possible there isn't. Memory isn't what it once was. In fact, big, it never really was. No, I don't see a second piece of Nerd Route. Oh well. I could go into the church, but I don't want to. There's Rickety Mine there, Kemen there, and Quickwater Cave there. Really want to go into any of them right now? Not really. Okay. Because of the mountains, one thing. Oh, that's what I needed to do. I need to go to the Mages Guild to get my task.
Oh.
What are you people doing?
Please be generous, kind sir. They charge me 5 gold for littering. Littering! I barely make that in a year. These fines are ridiculous. Ever since Ulrich Leyland took over the captain of the guard post, this city's gone downhill. It's getting almost scary to walk the streets. The guards have imposed new, ridiculously heavy fines for every infraction under the sun. They almost seem to make up laws just for charging fines. If you can't pay the fine, they can take your property away or toss you in the castle dungeons. Nothing we can do about it, really. If you're interested, go talk to Levana Nadarin. She seems the most outspoken against Ulrich and his new fines.
Okay. I'll talk to you about the
He's
Grey
a
Fox.
fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodiil. Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down.
Yes, there's more she can tell me, but I have got to get her disposition up high enough she's willing to talk to me.
All right.
Oh, what the heck? I'll do it.
Don't, please. You're pathetic. Not bad, not bad at
Okay,
all.
that's down and that's down.
I'm not buying that one. You're
That?
big. Was that supposed? Don't, please. Yeah, I get it. You're full. I doubt you, Rick. Yes, yeah. Good one.
Okay. Still going to be enough to get to tell
He's
me
a
about the Grey Fox.
Blessings of Akatosh upon
For
ye.
you.
May children will find.
Good
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again.
Yes, we've heard that rumour before.
Blessings of Akatosh upon you.
I
Yeah,
must.
talk to anybody else for the most part. I'm just going to go to the Mages Guild and finish off a recommendation in this town, and then I'll end this episode. I'm going to go on a bit longer than I would necessarily prefer, but that's life, as they say.
What
Well, I'm
is
here.
it?
I'll take that lot. That lot.
Greetings.
What's new with you?
Many Argonians say they have been called back to Black Marsh.
The land of the Argonians is a strange...
Be seeing you. How are you?
I hope I can help.
Yes, you can.
What can I interest you in?
Having just picked all this stuff up from that was set around the actual building, what I now want to do is sell a load of it. Like 5 of these calcinators for 165 gold. Quick way of making
That's a
bit
fair
of easy
deal.
cash. And what else have you got? There's healing potions. I'll take those because they're cheap.
A fine bargain.
Take those because I know they have a use.
A bargain at any price.
I'll take that because it doesn't weigh anything. So I know what quite a lot of these
You bought that for a song.
do. So I tend to buy the ones that I remember as being useful. Just like buying strawberries or picking or buying strawberries is good because they don't weigh anything. Some of them weigh
Thank you for your
a
bit.
lot, some of them weigh very little.
You too.
Right, there's good old Falca.
What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation.
Okay. Let's have a
I am the
quick-
chapter head of the Cheydinhal Mages Guild. It is quite an honor, but they had no choice, since I'm the only semi-competent one here.
Okay, nice guy. You get well aware of
Archmage Traven is the first to take such a hard stance on necromancy. It upset more than a few people.
Good to know.
The guild is still powerful in Cyrodiil, but poor decisions in the recent past have weakened it, perhaps killed it. We shall see.
I think he's talking about necromancy.
Without recommendations from the local guild halls, you'll never see the inside of it. I dare say that's one of the few things Traven has done right. By all means, travel to the Imperial City and get stopped at the gates. You should get used to that sort of rejection.
Oh, he knows how to make friends and influence people.
Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me?
Yes, I'm ready.
Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving. It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay.
I believe I explained your task very clearly. Find the ring, which is somewhere down in the well behind the guild hall. Bring it to me. Do you understand, or do I need to use even smaller words?
Friendly saw, isn't he? Good old Falca.
Take care.
Okay, see if I can find Deetsan. Anywhere? That's Trayvon.
I'm
the Red Guard.
Trayvon, the Red Guard, Mages Guild evoker. Surprised? Yes, you don't see many Red Guards in the Mages Guild. We don't much like spellcasters in Hammerfell. Wizards steal souls and tamper with minds. If you use magic, you're weak or wicked. My family didn't approve of my vocation, so I had to come to Cyrodiil for my education. I admit, I still have strong prejudices against necromancy, summoning, and illusion. Profaning the remains or souls of the dead is just wrong, and I'm uneasy about tampering with others' minds and trafficking with Deidre.
That's nice. You're a bit of a prejudice.
Some say that Trayvon is misusing the power of the Archmage's position to further his personal agendas.
Okay, well, Daedra cults.
Deidre cults aren't necessarily evil, of course. In nearby Morrowind, for example, they worship Deidre in the temple. The Azura Shrine north of town, up Lake Arius Way, for instance. I know a dark elf there. Nothing evil about him.
Okay, it's Azura Shrine even.
Falcar always has been pretty harsh, even when it comes to basic lessons. He seems to have gotten worse lately, though. I think he even scared away the last associate who came here for training. What was his name again? I can't remember. Deetsan would know, though.
Yeah, when I find Deetsan, I'll ask them.
My progress through the ranks here will be slow. My prejudices against certain types of magic limit my chances for advancement. If you're looking for the most powerful spells, you'll want to speak to Barisian at the Arcane University. If you're allowed in, that is.
Okay. Well, what
Pay attention and you can learn a lot.
Train. Okay, this person cannot help me train any higher. Well, you got
Only
rare
quality
spells.
goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Let's do it by burdening touch, sea stride, water breathing. I could probably do that with a heal major wounds, but not right now. Okay, I'll come back to
Goodbye.
you. Still looking for Deetsan. Not around here, they're not. Is that Deetsan?
What did I
Hi
do
there.
to deserve?
I'm Deetsan.
Okay. Let's ask you for rules
Some
first.
say that Traven is misusing the
Yes, we just heard that one.
Our
Mage's
hall doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it.
Guild. Okay.
It's all right. The guild here, that is. That's what you meant, right? It's fine. I'm doing fine here.
Anybody use the word fine that many times is not fine.
Don't tell me Falcar has given you the same task he gave Vidkun. Oh, dear, I'd say more, but... Well, Falcar is the ranking member here, and I don't feel comfortable talking about him. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what. Find me when Falcar's not around, and then we'll talk. After we've spoken, you can have the key. Believe me, this is important.
Okay. Well, they can't give
They
you
Take
say
care.
that when you
the
murder
task
someone,
right now, and
the
this
Dark
episode has run on
Brotherhood comes
long
to
enough.
you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members.
So I
Well,
am
I
going
never
to
knew.
end this episode
No
here, and
doubt.
I'll continue
Have
with
you
this
noticed a change
wonderful
in the well water recently?
Mages Guild
It tastes
quest
strange to me.
in the next episode.
I had no idea.
As
Sure.
always, I hope
We're all
you
talking
enjoyed to
about
one
the
degree
Empress
or
murder.
another.
We have
and
no heir.
hopefully
And
I
no
will
heir.
see you down the
That's
road
never
for
happened
more
before.
The Elder
I suppose
Scrolls
we should all be
Oblivion.
worried.